No, you already started talking. Say something sexy.
Oh, Dust.
I'm Jimmy Hoffa.
All right.
I got ass.
Who are you people?
Well, I'm Luke.
And I'm Eric.
And who are you,
And we
son?
are.
I am severely gay.
Oh, it's my ex-husband.
Too much. Yeah.
I am too gay.
Too
I'm
good
too
for you.
gay.
This during
gay.
Pride Week, I don't appreciate these jokes.
It's Pride Month and it ended.
No.
It ended 3 days ago. Nice.
Oh my gosh.
After Pride Month, it's Pride Week, okay?
It's Pride year. Pride year. It's the year of Pride. I'm proud to be in this year.
I'm proud to be a gay person.
I'm proud to be an American.
Sorry,
No, I'm free. All right, guys.
Alrighty then.
So what should we talk about?
Romans.
What was I gonna say?
That's-
Oh yeah, how much of they? So you said it was entirely voluntary. You showing your butt cheeks in that episode.
Okay, so
My question is, sorry, you hold the reins.
I'm holding the reins a little bit. So Eric say to EP, he say, hey, how much did they have to pay you to show your booty cheeks in the last episode? And EP say,
Oh,
I said I was completely voluntary because I would do that with no questions asked.
So I just want to know.
asked.
I want to know. Were
Yeah.
you the first? Like, were you the one that suggested that, or did they have?
that was a Kylan idea, I think, right?
Yeah, that was Kylan's idea.
Okay.
I didn't think about it, but I was like, yeah.
Well,
I love
okay,
being butt
I had
naked and
almost
naked.
mentioned it. I said, okay, it'd be funny if he, like, got less clothing as the bit went on, kind of as a Brady and EP, kind of reminiscent joke, and then it just kind of, he went, what if you just showed your ass to the camera for a second? And then, like,
No barriers.
yeah,
Yeah,
no.
me and Luke are gonna do something similar, but for 35 minutes.
Okay, I've not seen any episodes of this show yet.
What's your favorite part, Luke?
The part that I didn't see, I haven't seen any of it.
Sweet. No, I know
You
why.
watched the
It's
intro.
great.
Because last time I asked you, you were like, I don't want to look at the competition. And I'm like, this isn't a game, man. This is a show.
It was
Well,
just
to be fair, you've released 2 episodes in the span of like 2 weeks compared to our year.
Well, okay, if
on the biannually.
it's still better. It's still better.
Oh,
Like, I'm saying
fine.
the release date's still better, but it was a month's distance, I think. It's like May 25th was the pilot episode, and the first episode was dropped like July yesterday. So
July yesterday.
that was
Oh, yeah,
that was the day.
Coming out July yesterday.
Yep,
Okay, now,
it's still pretty good.
congratulations.
Still pretty good.
I remember we were all chilling out. I think when the first episode was released, not the pilot, but like this one that just recently came out. And I looked at it for a second. I was like, I don't have 11 minutes of my life to spend right now.
No. Because I remember because I was talking to Mal and I was like, "Hey, you need to watch this." She's like, "I'm busy with the boys right now, so I can't." I'm like, "Bet." So then I sent it to you because I'm like, if I send it to Dad, then he's gonna be like, "Oh," and be excited about it. And that is when you said, "Oh, I don't have 11 minutes to spare," and you watch it later.
I watched it as soon as I got home.
But for the record, though, we didn't intend for it to be that long, and a lot got cut. Like EP can vouch, like so much was cut.
Yeah, there's
Will you ever get an uncut version? Is there a version where he does, like you said before, which I'm kind of upset because you falsely advertised to me.
What did I
that
advertise?
there would be you said there'd be a shot where EP spreads his cheeks and then just full
Oh,
exposure.
yeah,
Okay,
no.
that next episode.
I said he's.
Next episode.
Did I say he stretched his anus over the camera? Is that what I said?
Yeah, something along those lines. I was like,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
No.
What, you did it backwards?
Fun fact. Okay, we haven't talked about this on a podcast yet, so I thought I'd get out of the way. If you guys didn't know, I'm sorry, Elijah, I'm outing you.
Yeah.
He's got a jacked up testicle.
Oh yeah, I do.
Oof.
Oh, so does another one of my friends. who I won't
Mine
name.
is
I got
too.
plus size enough for extra icing on the cake.
Okay, story time. When I was a kid,
Good stereotype.
A lady stepped on my scrotum and it got really stretchy like taffy. Hear me out. So now it like hangs really low and I could like put it on the ground like a net and catch stuff in it. Like I caught a spider last week.
You ever heard of a Japanese tanuki? You know what
It is like a
tanuki,
tanuki. Oh my god.
Yeah. They literally would spread their nuts out. That's what they did.
That's how they
and
fly.
They built houses.
That's how they fly.
My dad used to work at a Wendy's, and there was a walk-in freezer where they kept all their meat. They lie. They do freeze their meat. And I would go in there, and it would get really cold, and my balls would get frozen, and they would get really malleable. I could mold like Play-Doh.
No, that's a Chris O'Neill. That's an Irish story. It's an Irish story right there. No, I thought you were saying that. I thought you'd be like, yeah, it was so cold that I slammed my nuts in the door, but it was so cold that they freeze dried, and I was able to recover better because I could put them in water and
they turned black.
I was born without nuts.
I was born at an extremely young age.
I was born at an extremely young age.
Okay.
Without any nuts.
Do you have any more questions, Eric, about the last episode that we just completed together as a family?
There's so many questions.
Hard hitting.
I mean, yeah. What?
Like
So
that door.
you told me about this. I don't know if it was at the previous live stream I was at, or if we were just talking about it. But like you'd stated that the way that you record those segments is like you ask them a question and they respond, but it wasn't the question you ask in the video.
Yeah,
it was
that's
a different question.
the idea. So what we did basically the same format. It was just streamlined because in the pilot episode, I got 3 people. I was supposed to be one of them, but that was a canned joke. And I sat them down for a little over 5 minutes, uncut, and I just asked them questions. And it was supposed to be a shot reverse shot because we had 2 cameras, so I thought it'd be funny if there was a camera on me and a camera on them, and we used we had a shot of my question with an accompanying answer. But the problem became then, well, the mics had really good audio in that film class, so I'm like, oh my god, they're going to hear both sides of the conversation, so it's going to be harder to cut it. Mm-hmm. So if we just use one camera, get a long take of them, kick them out, get a long take of me asking a series of random questions. And what was good is I had asked all the questions for the whole episode at that point. So I had a pool of answers already in my head to couple with questions. So it made it easier in post. And we kind of did the same thing. Colin was like, okay, we're going to do a 5-minute take. And then we'd get a person in there, and then we'd ask them stuff, and they'd respond. And we did that 2 more times. Then me, and I asked all the master questions, and those were the ones you saw in the episode. So yeah, it's not a magic trick or anything. That's just how we do it.
Yeah, all right.
I love it whenever
Vaughn, I swear, I hear your brother.
Yeah, no. He's having his own fun time right now.
Oh, what does that mean? I don't want to...
Call of Duty.
Oh, cool.
Move the camera. Oh.
One of those guys.
That is the most opposite of what I was expecting.
One of those guys. Womp.
No, I was and still am one of those guys.
I don't know. Hypothetical. Wait, no, question. Best Call of Duty game, go. Shoot.
Black Ops 2.
That's fair, yeah. I was going to say Modern Warfare 2, but 3 is pretty good. I like Black Ops 2 a lot.
And, sorry. The board game.
Melee.
Smash Brothers, sorry.
I'm a melee loyalist. If you can't wave dash, don't talk to me.
Dude, Melee's lame. Your heart. I'm a Smash Bros. 64, guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Smash Bros. 64.
You know what I love about Smash Bros. 64? How bare bones and lame it is.
Oh yeah, me too.
The only thing I know is the best, bro. The only thing I know is that Mario's fist looked like a paper bag.
They don't anymore? Are you kidding me? Okay, but think...
He lost his glove.
Wait, hold on. Think about Mario 64. He already had glove hands, like big old, like, Mickey Mouse, like, catching mitts, so they just changed it. They just used the same, like, character model. Just
Yeah,
different.
I think they did the same thing with Donkey Kong, right?
Yeah, and I think Link. They used the Ocarina of Time model.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's funny is that
Legend of Link.
that Ocarina of Time model is actually off. I saw a video of this where someone was going through all of the Smash models, and the Ocarina of Time model is a little different because he got it when it was in the beta.
Blah, blah. Well, that's okay.
I was I was like, good job, Sakurai.
That makes sense, though. At least we know they were on it. It wasn't like they were like, it's the last-minute character Link who's broken, but his model looks really freaking good. He doesn't control.
It's Delta, the green man.
It's Elfo. Elfo Big Nose. He has sword and shield.
I feel bad for that. I feel bad for Sakurai. He's made so many games.
I feel no remorse for any game developer. They knew what they were getting into.
Sure, man.
Alright, we brought every character. Where's Waluigi?
No, here's what we do.
Yeah, no. If I'm being honest, I really want to see. I'd rather see Sans than Waluigi.
No.
Oh my god.
If I'm being honest,
Hey,
they need to have Waldo in there.
yeah.
Why they have
He's
Okay.
He's an
they
assist
need to put
trophy.
Waldo in there.
Okay, where's Goku in Smash? We've been waiting for 25 years, people.
don't talk to me that way.
Does anybody?
Don't make animes like that.
Where's Donald and Goofy in Smash?
Where's One Punch Man in Smash?
Max
No,
Goof in
you
Smash
don't.
Brothers. I'm
Don't.
fighting for it.
You don't mix animes like that. That's a sin. That's
No,
a
it's
cardinal sin
not.
right
No,
there.
it's not.
Cloud.
Yeah, it is.
Cloud
A cloud
was
in
in
it.
Smash, right? Cloud was in
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cloud's also in Kingdom Hearts. Guess who else is in Kingdom Hearts?
Sora.
Goofy.
Oh.
Guess who's
Sora.
Goofy's son? Max Goof.
Sora.
It's right there.
It's a simple connection.
Dora.
Sora, you maroon.
Sorry.
I am Roxas.
A color?
Maroon.
Here,
You
here.
got close to brown. I don't
Brown.
know what maroon. I
Hey,
forget what maroon.
hypothetical.
is.
Hypothetical. Okay,
These are hypothetical.
hypothetical. So we get Sora in Smash. Okay, his final Smash, he becomes Roxas. He controls no differently. He's just like a little bigger.
No, he becomes Mickey.
He becomes Goofy.
It becomes Bendy. No.
His Keyblade turns into Donald.
He does like the Mega Man Final Smash where he's and all of his friends. And it's like just a bunch of Disney characters.
It's like the racist
Was that
ones
the
that they want
Keyblade?
you to forget about.
Yeah.
I will fight the darkness.
I like Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, so how's
Okay,
I
your...
never
it.
played Kingdom Hearts. I've never
Yeah.
played it.
Me either. I've
never
watched
played
Chris
it.
O'Neill jack
I played
around
a-
with it.
I played a DS version on it. Couldn't
Ew.
get past, like, the second boss.
Dude, that's like playing DS Guitar
I-
Hero.
This
I played
Kingdom Hearts
Horizon.
Remoded. Or
There was a
recoded or
version-
something.
Recoded.
Yeah, it was really goofy.
Whoa!
It was really,
Sonic will forever be my favorite characterization. Because
What?
he's just the epitome of the 90s. He's like,
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Chili dogs.
I feel like a lot of it is brought on him because like if you look at a lot of his later games, like he's kind of subtle, but everyone like just looks at his design and goes, "Oh my god,
Wow,
that's
that's
so
good."
Dreamcast." And I'm like, he hasn't said anything. He's just standing there and like, dude, look, did you just see him eat a chili dog? Oh my god, he's so 90s.
That's
I'm
so
like, he's
gay.
breathing. He's just
Yeah,
breathing.
Like
This is gay.
maybe Colors, he does some quippy stuff.
Well, he always does. That's the character.
wears all the
That's like
colors
saying
of the rainbow.
Spider-Man is 90s because he makes
He's
jokes.
LGBT positive.
Oh my god, Deadpool is so 90s for making jokes. Oh my god, that's so 90s, dude.
But he wasn't 90s because he cursed and nobody cursed in the 90s.
That's so Raven.
Nobody. Cursing was invented in
Only Al
2005.
Qaeda cursed in the 90s.
It was X. Sonic X. That was the best.
Sonic
But then
X.
they made stuff like Z.
Sonic X is my favorite enemy.
What about Sonic?
Anime.
What about? Wait,
What about Sonic Underground?
It's not-
Sonic Underground.
Wait. Imagine a Japanese Sonic Underground.
Sonic Underground.
Sonic.
Hey. Imagine
Imagine
it's subbed. Imagine it's subbed.
That'd be hilarious.
Like it's Sonic's like, "Hey, I know a guy," and under it it's like, "Come on, guys, let's go to play music." Like in lame.
So you
I
don't
don't
I
even
ain't
Okay, so do any of
I
you
do
know
chili
Tails'
dog.
real name?
Miles per hour. Haha.
Yeah, miles per hour.
Miles per hour.
Miles.
Did you know that Sonic in the comic books is an insanely overpowered character?
Yeah, he's like Goku. He sneezed and he goes Super
He
Saiyan 8.
survived. he survived a universe exploding in and of itself, and then ran so fast he broke the timeline.
Yeah.
So
his
the Flash
base
can do the
form.
same thing.
And his name is
Yeah.
Maurice Old Givey.
What is it? Look it
It's
up.
Maurice O'Give or whatever.
No, look it up. There's a Sonic Bible somewhere. Look it up. It's some dumb
It's
name.
like Sonic's real name.
You gotta share with mom.
Thou shalt not.
Eat them.
Okay, they're really hot, so be careful.
Okay, I'll burn them.
Thou shalt. Thou shalt not play 06.
Thou shalt not go. Too slow.
You're too slow.
God, I hate that. That's the worst taunt in Smash Bros. History.
But my least favorite thing about Smash Bros. Was at the end of the Subspace Emissary when you're about to fight the final boss, and Sonic just shows up. Like every other character was really well thought out.
That's
Put in the
true.
series.
Well, that
And then
proves that he
Sonic
was
just comes,
last minute.
I'm here.
That proves how last minute he was. Like,
It's rude.
it's like this moment of like, oh, we're screwed, and then, oh my
You can read that
god,
backwards.
it is Og Live.
Old Gilvy.
Oh, Gilby.
What is this? Game of Thrones? Oh, Gilby
Sonic.
the Hedgehog.
I don't know, I think the point of adding Sonic like at the end was like, look, he's here too. He's from a different franchise, and he just kind of walked in to help.
But Snake shows up in the beginning, so it wasn't a third party thing.
That's true.
They
Maybe
just forgot. I think they just forgot. They
no.
were
I
just
think
like,
the deal already probably came through, so it was easier. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Sonic, like Sega was like a last minute thing, so like Sonic just like walks in. Like, did I miss anything? When Snake's been here the whole time.
Sonic was planned for Melee, but like they said Sega was not going to budge, so I guess that like it probably took them a while for them to like compromise and be like, you just released one of the worst games in your series in 2006, so
Yeah, well, they had nothing to lose. They had nothing to lose, is what it came down to.
not anymore.
And it would have strengthened their brand anyway. Just being
better
there.
yet.
Who's your favorite Sonic character?
My favorite is Knuckles, but Super Knuckles. Knuckles that's slightly pink.
Mine is Vector, the edgy crocodile.
I like all of them.
Mine is the one that goes fast. I like that character.
You realize they're all
You're
fast.
the Bumblebee.
No, I like the one that goes fast.
I like
Silver.
Knuckles because he has a rap. Have you heard the Knuckles rap?
I have.
It's really good.
I have.
Tougher than the rest of them. Best of them.
Knuckles is apparently a Jamaican stereotype.
Well, yeah, that's why he's got dreads. He flies with his dreads.
Yeah, he's got dreads.
And he smokes the weed.
Wait, imagine in like the third act of Cool Runnings, they're like, what are we gonna do? And all the Jamaican guys start flipping their hair around, they fly in the air, and Knuckles.
I got the
They do the.
Yeah, they do the
like,
Superman
Knuckles.
pose to the air.
So funny.
Can you guys can you guys disclose
you guys
any,
also.
what?
Oh, sorry.
Can you guys disclose any information about the Puke and Sherrick show, the episode you guys started working on? Or is that completely
we're-
private info?
Money. Well, we don't need money in real life, but the episodes.
No,
A lot
wait,
of stuff we need money.
That's
wait,
enough.
I think he was. About that. One learn laser.
That's enough for a promo.
Trust this rock.
EP, what are you doing?
Hop on over to the Luke and Eric show.
And I don't know.
Walk on over. and-
Subscribe.
But mostly
So,
on over
Brady.
to the Luke and Eric show.
Yes,
and,
dear.
Eat a little.
Me and Luke were talking about the fact that Matthew Patrick, the game theorist, is going to have a child in like 3 days.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real sneaky.
Curb stomp it. Get rid of it.
So we were thinking about what if he made a theory about how his wife cheated on him and it's not actually his
What if
kid?
it's a charcoal black baby? What would you do?
Oh my god.
Because like then there's no disputing. Like,
He's like,
but like if
welcome
you
to game
you see my
theory.
point. Like if it were like a mocha colored baby. Or like,
could
you
just be
know,
like, oh.
you could be like, oh, well, it's like Matt Pat would do an ancestry game theory about how it's like in his bloodline, like super far back. But then you get like something.
Is Luke just frozen on your screen?
Yeah, his face is so good. Anyway, he'd be like, Game theory. My wife had a baby that's brown. What we do? And that's the theory.
I'm back.
Hey, Matt Pat had brown baby.
I'm back.
Hey,
This purple guy, my child's father.
Hey, game theory. Game theory. Matt Pat's wife has black baby. What happens, EP?
What happened? It was EP the whole time.
That's what happens.
EP.
Gosh.
Yes.
Can I tell the
You've
story?
been
Can I tell the
child
story of the first time I heard you drop the hard R?
Yes, sir. I don't even remember when I.
Well, I'd heard it a couple times before. This was just the first time that caught me off guard.
Yeah.
We were in a movie theater for, I think, Justice League. I was with Ben. And they were showing like a trailer for a movie where this black guy was like, it's a retro film. This black guy was like meeting the parents of his white girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which is always.
Get out.
Oh, you basically get out.
Get out.
And
Okay.
in the middle of it, EP leans over to me. You can guess what he says.
I guess.
For the sake of
I don't
censorship.
remember what I said.
And he said it in such a pretentious way. He said that.
Brady,
In such
what
a
you say-
pretentious way.
Brady, I can't. Brady, for some more blind viewers, can you give us an audible example? Like
God.
at the top of your
It's not even it's with that part is it's not the slur that I hate, it's the beginning part. Anyway, no one's gonna listen to this, so what do I have to lose? He says
Don't, actually, wait. Please don't.
what?
Please don't. Please
Okay, EP leans over to me. He goes,
It's free speech.
don't. I swear to God,
shh, chill. I have consent, right, EP? This is your story. Do I have consent to say this word? It's your story.
this is like the this is like the stars aligning for every white person.
Okay, I'm taking it as consent. So, story, he leans over to me when this guy's on screen and the dad's like talking to him, and EP whispers in my ear very loudly, and it's like a theater of like 5. Like, it's me and Ben and like some other like Melvin's back there. And he leans over to me and he goes in my ear. But he said it in such a pretentious like white way, like he was so pissed at this guy for being on the screen.
You could feel the historical disdain.
Yes, it's like all of his white parts got like really hateful for like a split second, and I thought I was gonna get lynched. I was terrified.
Yeah, too much.
You were gonna get lynched.
Yes,
too
just
much
for being in the
solid
room.
before
It was scary.
It's an
then.
atrocity.
That is-
Yeah, but that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite top 10 anime EP betrayals of all time.
Yeah.
That was a. Oh God! And then I told you to tell Ben.
Are
and
you
ju-
happy?
What? That I got it out. That I'm a free man. No, I told. What was funny about it too is after he said it, I was crying,
What if Sound cause dimension?
and I pull Ben over, and Ben's like, "What did he say?" And he whispers it to Ben, and Ben goes, "Whoo!"
Dude, Ben's reactions are the funniest freaking reactions.
You could do
He always
anything to
flips out
Ben.
so
You could
hard.
cough in his mouth, and he'd be like, "Oh!" He get like cartoony face, dude. He's like if you got
Talking
like
about Ben's reactions.
like the Melvin stereotype, like a nerd. He like stretched it out really tall and then made it like a cartoon character.
Ben should be named Melvin. That's what Ben's name should be.
Melvin at Melvin.
Melvin is. Well, it's like there was a comedian that was talking about a name that you just could not be threatening with,
Eric.
and I think one of them was Melvin.
Oh,
I think Eric's also one of them because like he's like I don't care if you have a knife to my nuts. Like if you're like don't do what I say. It's like who's this coming from? It's like Melvin. Like I'm just gonna laugh. It's like well, how am I supposed to feel threatened?
that's true.
Your name is Melvin.
Have you heard about the word bubbles? Like you can't be serious
What's
saying
it?
the word bubbles.
Oh, Eugene. Eugene was.
Bubbles.
I came here to,
Puppy bubbles.
I came here to kick.
Bubbles. Puppy bubbles.
It's just so funny. That's why I love in Lilo and Stitch how the FBI agent's called Cobra Bubbles. That's his name.
Cobra Bubbles.
Hey, Bubble. Look at my Peter Bubbles.
Y'all ever heard that joke about the guy who goes in the bathroom? They say, "What you doing?" He goes, "I'm blowing bubbles." And then he goes back and forth to the bathroom like 8 more times. And then a guy comes out of the bathroom. And then the person asks, "Who's that guy?" And he goes, "I'm Bubbles." He walks away.
That ties into this. So do any of you guys know about Super Mario Logan? That channel ever?
No.
Real low going.
Are they related to Quickville and anybody involved with good old Christine Weston Chandler?
Oh, good old.
I don't think so.
Chris Chan.
But
I'm working on it.
I'm working on it.
So I've been on this real big kick of like finding nostalgic old YouTube videos I used to watch,
Yes.
and they had this series where they were literally they were playing with toys.
Oh.
That is what they were. They were Mario plushes.
Yeah.
No way.
And there was like a storyline,
Like Sammy Classic Sonic fan?
and it was called Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures. And I remember distinctly there was a really episode 8 where Luigi goes to prison and he raped by Wario.
Oh, is that like
His name in the episode was Bubbles. I don't know why they called it. He was clearly Wario. It was clearly a plush of Wario. They were like, he's like, "I'm boss," and that was his entire time.
I don't know if I like that.
Is
I don't either.
Imagine.
Episode of Fat Albert. Where they go to prison.
Oh, with the pedophile? There's a black Albert. There's a Fat Albert episode.
Whoa, what did you just say?
Nothing.
Black Albert, dude.
African Albert.
I'm telling you, Brady. When you utter that word, your ancestors come back. I'm just saying.
What? My Native American ancestors pop out of the ground try to scout me? They're like, "White man on my land!" Ah! They come out of the ground like zombies.
What a conflicting legacy.
Well, yeah. Well, that's for any race, any mixed race.
It's true.
Like, imagine like a German, like imagine being half German,
Jewish.
half Ashkenazi Jew. Like, you hate yourselves.
That would be amazing.
I
Man,
would.
if only people were individuals.
Appreciate that joke.
With a nose like these, who needs an enemies?
Holy dimples. That's
I'm mostly Irish.
I'm mostly worthless.
America hated me for the longest time.
America
And they
hates me.
still
I'm
do.
Irish too.
Yeah,
Hey.
man.
Speaking
Being
of,
any of the cool red hair.
Oh, wait, guys.
we
I saw
got the
on a
dumb
tabloid-
Braveheart head. What?
I saw in a tabloid today that Bill Cosby's almost dead.
What does that mean?
It's a work in progress.
And he's like selling all of his family heirlooms to pay for his funeral.
Oh, that's depressing. He goes, "Hey, my funeral today."
You're gonna pay.
You think Kenan Thompson will be there as Fat Albert?
Please tell
Kenan
me.
Thompson comes to the funeral.
As
Kenan
Fat
Thompson
Albert.
is not there.
Welcome to
I'm gonna
Good
cry.
Burger. Home of the
She
Good Burger.
cried. She goes.
God, no! They should have Eric Andre come on and just all he's gonna walk up to the mic and just say Bill Cosby was innocent and just drop the mic and walk off.
And everybody claps.
Do you applaud? Yeah,
I think people would just be really confused. Like if it was like airing on live TV, like people are like who are there, and then everyone at home is like, I don't know.
You pretend
You
like
better
Bill
not.
Cosby was his uncle or something.
Uncle
Or that
Funkel.
nephew.
Uncle Funkel. What if his whole family looked all just like him? They're all like carbon copies of Bill Cosby.
Exactly.
They just, it's like
I don't
Medea.
know what the gang trying to.
It's like Medea, but everyone's Bill Cosby.
One of those in his late life.
No, he's raped.
Poor Bill Cosby.
Allegedly.
He didn't
Allegedly.
ask for
I
any
have
of
to-
this. He didn't ask to rape that chick.
He asked for all of it.
Wait, what if there's
She
like,
was asking for it too.
what if there was a tape of him asking for it? He's like, "Please arrest me, please."
Look, I have the evidence.
Please. Please.
It's his cake.
please.
Yeah, that's his fetish. He's like, please arrest me. Oh my gosh, please. Oh,
He wants to be
arrest me.
dominated by a male police officer.
Tear gas me,
Look at your
please.
handcuffs, officer.
Tear gas me, please. Oh.
Throw me away and throw me away.
I love when
Lock
you
me
sick
up
the dogs
throw
on
away
me.
the key.
I love when you sick the dogs on me, officer. Oh.
Female is an appropriate word for a human woman. Don't you ever use female.
I can't call a girl a female?
No, it's
No.
offensive.
Why?
Yeah, not all girls are females.
Yeah, exactly.
All the girls I communicate with are...
White, exactly. Get out of here. Brady,
Sorry, guys.
Y'all ever
part of the
mis...
L-
I'm weird for a second there.
Question, y'all ever misgendered somebody?
have I ever misgendered somebody? Oh, plenty of times.
Have I been one of those people? Did you, when you first met me, you were like, why's that girl got such short hair?
I've never done that before a day in my life.
I was like, who's this thick lady?
You're like, who's this thin lady here? Who's this tiny little man? Who is this man? Hello.
There's in kindergarten, my friend Rico. This is before I knew him. This was the first day. He had super long hair, like God would be ashamed of his long hair.
Did he have a yarmulke
so
on though?
he
Maybe
was-
God would be happy.
He was looking. I was looking at. I saw him from the back, and I was like, "Oh, this is a girl." And obviously, as in kindergarten, you know, I'm a boy. There's a girl. I'm gonna ask her out.
You hit
So
on
I
him?
walk up.
Wait, were you just admire or what?
I pat him on the shoulder. He turns around, and it's the most like male-looking face I think I can remember ever
He
seeing
had a
in
full
my
beard.
life.
Kindergarten.
He looks at me, and I just go, hi. And I walk away. We're good friends now, but like I deeply remember that time of being
That's so
like
awkward.
That's
I was in
disturbing.
wonder.
You know,
I
I
didn't know
never,
to grow out their hair like that.
I never hit on EP.
They're not allowed to.
Well, I've hit on EP, but I knew he was a man. I didn't just like go, "Hey, boo, what you doing, baby?" And he stroked his beard and said, "I don't know, what are you doing?"
I'm kind of growing out the hair right now.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, you need to shave it.
Locks of love, baby.
Yeah, I gotta.
Shave it all off.
No, I'm just doing it for myself. I'm not
What I do?
donating this to anybody.
What I do?
What did I
Screw
do?
the kids. They're gonna die in 3 weeks anyway. Who needs them?
EP's melting. What did I do? His skin's melting off.
I can't get this
Oh my
freaking
gosh.
parental advisory thing anymore.
What's up?
Oh, you're editing your
Harris.
album. Well, your song.
Yeah.
Wow, would you look at that?
Face off,
you look at
Michael
that?
here.
So freaking cool.
Okay, topic.
Yeah.
Topic.
Hot topic.
Journeys.
Hotel California.
Journeys, hit it or quit it.
Oh, I'd hit that thing.
Journey?
Yeah.
Always.
I love journeys.
Jeremy's.
What?
Jeremy's.
What?
You've never been to Journeys? It's a shoe store.
It's a great place.
I've never been.
It's
Oh,
so.
yeah. I'm stupid.
They've got some
I'm sorry.
Adidas original, and I sure do like that stuff.
I do more than hit that. I'd abuse that.
Hey, Brady's listeners, send me
Pics.
gift card to
Toe
Journeys.
pics. Toe pics.
Send
Send
pics.
pictures of your toes, please, to my P.O. box.
Send 5 pics immediately. It's
Wait, but
Send
It's an
thumb
emergency.
pics. But only if you don't have a hitchhiker's thumb. I'm not gay.
Send toe pics. I don't care what your feet look like. If you're a woman, that's fair game. If they're broken,
Hey, guys,
even better.
Fair game.
If they're broken, even better.
Hashtag Salmon Cat Tuesdays on your feet, and then send it to us.
Oh, Lord.
oh god.
You think Dan Schneider's dreams are just like a giant foot coming down onto his bed for him to love?
Oh, that's like
And
a
just like smothering him.
Yes, he's like,
opening to Monty
oh.
Python's like circus.
Yeah, it's like Monty
I
Python.
want to know how people got really into feet. Like, I want to know who was the first dude that looked at a foot and was like, "Oh yeah,
Well,
Same
you already
here.
know what's going on."
well, wait. We're gonna get personal here.
Yeah.
EP, you have a foot thing, right? Because I have a thing for hands. You have a foot thing?
You know what happens with pretty toes, bro. You know how it goes. You know,
Okay. So confirmed. EP has a foot thing. Can you explain why, if you can, or is it
I
just
have no
like?
idea.
Okay, that's what I thought. I kind of like feet. I'm getting there. It's okay.
It takes a while. It takes.
Wait,
Yeah.
everybody show your feet in the camera.
Alright.
Tootsies.
This is actually happening.
Yeah, no, I just got flash of Luke toe. I'm gonna save that for
Not
later.
till marriage, okay? Protection.
Yours has a burqa on.
Yeah, no, really good.
As a hijab.
I got a little bit of a thing. If I'm being honest,
What?
I gotta look over. This is the honest discussion podcast.
Soapbox.
Revealing, abstinence.
You're attracted to abstinence.
Really gets me going. Oh, the girl just goes now.
Oh God. Well, I think
I feel you on that. To be honest with you, I feel
that's any man though. If a woman tells him no, he's like, oh yes, say no again, louder, please.
Oh Lord. No, fully clothed.
Yeah, fully clothed though.
Yes.
I'm talking like Eskimo.
Yeah. We're talking like a human burrito walking up to you and being like, no, I'm not sleeping with you.
I'm legitimately curious, but who was the first dude that looked at like toes? It was like,
I don't know what it is about toes. I like
what
toes.
is it?
I like feet.
Is it a sign of Is it a sign of femininity? Like,
no,
is
because
that
men
what's
have
up?
feet too, but women are attracted to feet. The feet
Yeah,
are gross.
But women have like typically like when I think of women's feet, as I often do at night.
Continue.
They're like smaller.
A little.
And less hairy.
A little.
That's a hoax.
Okay, misconception. Both are misconceptions. Women can have big feet. I like big feet. You know what that means. And I also like big toes and hairy toes. Women have hairy toes. Don't let them tell you otherwise. It's a lie.
Hey, all I'm saying is, hey, listen to this, guys. Wait, let me pull you back up.
Hold up.
I gotta see your faces. Okay, listen. She got a big forehead and pretty feet. I'm not pulling out.
Hey, what's up? What's up, dog?
Can that be on your tombstone, please?
That will be on my tombstone.
What's up, dog? What's up, dog?
How many kids you gonna have, man?
7.
Hey, how you doing, pal?
Okay, question for everybody. Round table.
I got a reasonable forehead.
How many kids y'all want if you want kids?
14. Working on it. Halfway there.
None of them know.
Eric, baby?
1/30th.
Do you want
Did
a
you
full
say
kid?
130?
1/30th.
2 of them.
Ew. Like a toe.
Yeah.
Genuinely, probably.
Sorry, the visual of holding a tiny toe and being like, this is my son.
This is my son.
Jessica was born 1 inch, 1 ounce.
I'm trying to think of the logistics of where does it go? Like a toe is always attached to a foot.
But there's
So
no
like,
foot.
is it just like does it cut off?
Yeah, no, it's sealed on the other side. It's like a tic tac, you know?
Yeah.
It's all one thing.
It's a little baby toe, and then it
Does it grow?
grows.
Does it get hairy?
Ew! You put it in water and it grows to a human being. Give it time. Give it time.
Personally, me, 3 kids most likely,
Oh. Okay.
because I was the product of the 3rd kid.
Okay. What about you, Lucas?
I'm
How many nipples are you gonna have
gonna grow 18 nipples.
So it's
to
9
feed your
kids.
children?
Yeah,
To feed your offspring?
Nah.
6 if they're all little.
I'm not 9 kids. I'm gonna have 2 dogs.
And counting.
Brady, can you please address the fact that you have a Scooby-Doo soulless mask at like the back of your
Story time.
like in your set? It's horrifying.
It was a late addition to the set. It was a birthday gift from Joseph. He gave me a ton of just useless crap that was really funny. So I stuck it on the set. So now it's just kind of
There.
And so is Jar Jar Binks right about. Hold on. There.
Oh, I see him. Is it next to the
Yeah, I
TARDIS?
see him. I see the boy.
And the dinosaur up there.
Wait. What about that one thing? The yellow thing with the blue dude on it, right next to Kermit?
It's called
Okay, boys,
Bold
my
and
song
Brash.
is out now. My song is
Bold and
out.
Brash.
Or
A painting by Lucas Baradin. He finger painted it with his toes. He has fingers on his toes.
Painted it with his toes.
Fingers on his toes.
It was Tinger.
No, wait. Your toes held your fingers up and painted it. You went through all that effort.
That would be actually pretty impressive. I'd buy that.
Oh, wait, you guys don't all know. I think EP knows. I met Chris Pratt in a dream.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you did.
Nice.
That's like clickbait, though, being like, I met Chris Pratt
Chris Pratt.
in a dream.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, but I did.
I don't remember my dreams. I only remember one dream of mine.
Martin had a dream.
AP, get off your freaking phone.
8 to 3,
Sorry,
give it to me, EP. It's mine.
Smell it to me.
Dad, I'm sorry. Don't yell at me.
I would die a lot as a kid, and I don't know if that was normal or not.
Relatable post.
That's hashtag edgy, my dude.
When I was,
No, it was just like the stupid stuff. It was like, I was on a ride at an amusement park, and I dropped out of the ride onto water, and in the water there was a shark.
lame.
It bit me.
Oh wait, I had a scary dream. I just remembered. I had a scary dream.
Nibble at your tootsies.
I had a scary dream. I had a dream last night. I just remembered it. Hold on.
Yeah.
And have you ever had a dream where like it was really freaky at the moment, and then you woke up and you thought about it for a second, and you're like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened to me. So I had a dream that there were a bunch of security cameras in my house, and some stalker was like watching me, and they sent like the live video feed to me when I was on my computer, and it was like, we're always watching you, Brady. We know who you are. And they got all like distorted, like the bad TV effect on like Final Cut. It's like, and it was me like getting murdered on that camera. And I'm like, that hasn't happened yet. Oh my god. But it was like me. But here's the thing: it was like me in my kitchen, but the kitchen was like in a dumb place. Like the sink was wrong, and the windows were wrong, and it was smaller. And we were like looking behind the fridge for the camera. And I'm like, what? The sink's not even in the right place. So the more I thought about it, I'm like, my subconscious sucks.
Have I told you about my walk-through walls dream, Brady?
That's not a dream, Eric. That's like normal.
That was reality. I thought it
You're Daniel Phantom.
Gotta catch them all because he's Shani Phantom.
Oh, yeah.
Shammy Phantom.
Dammy Shantum.
How many Danny Phantom characters would you sleep with?
7.
I'd only sleep with the goth chick. What's her face? Oh.
Oh.
What's her
That's
name?
my goth girlfriend.
I'd go with Timmy Turner.
Danny Timmy Power Hour.
I'd go with Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
Guys,
Who is that?
that's a Brady Maiden Day.
What?
It's everybody here.
Everybody hates Chris. Luke, do a solo. Sing a song.
Sing a song, Lukey boy.
Sometimes in your life,
Ha!
there'll be things that you can smother.
Yeah.
So
Do do do.
use your pillow. Put it
Oh,
over
your brother.
mouth.
I am your
Mostly
brother.
your mother.
Smother me.
Kill
You're
them.
not- Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, hypothetical.
Again?
I'm on my deathbed. I'm dying. I'm dying.
Really? On your deathbed?
Yeah, I'm on my deathbed. I can't hear nothing when I'm there. I'm dying.
Brayden.
I'm straight up dying, okay?
Guys,
LMAO, me too.
Are you pregnant?
is this unfriended too?
Yeah.
The Dark Club?
Yeah, hold on. Can I get back to my hypothetical?
It's the-
I'm on my deathbed. I'm dying. So I'm
Guys,
laying, I'm laying
guys,
there.
I heard
What?
a noise.
Okay, shut up, Eric.
Bobby?
Gosh.
I heard a noise. Guys,
Ah, who was that? Oh.
Oh.
it's your
Oh
dad.
my gosh. What?
Luke died.
He leaves the chat.
Oh no, I put my
go.
hand in a blender.
I put my pee in a blender. Oh.
Not again.
Anything away.
Mamma mia.
Alright, speaking of which, you're on your deathbed, Brady.
Okay, I'm on my deathbed. And in each version of the hypothetical, it's like me and you in the room. We're alone, okay? I'm dying. And I go, "Ah." Okay. And talking to you, I'm in a lot of pain. Everything I say to you really hurts. There's a giant pillow, like a stuffed animal pillow, right next to me. I also have life support, and like there's a plug. Would you rather just kick the make eye contact with me and kick the life support plug out of the wall, or hold me down and smother my frail little body with a giant pillow. It's like a Bulbasaur plushie. Would you like?
I would rather stare you. I'd rather stare you in the eye and kick the life support.
Can you like tell me? Can you tell me your preference?
I don't have a preference. Like the Bulbasaur thing's just funnier. Like imagine how lame that would be if someone saw it. Like if like my family walked in, right? Or they're like, "You saying goodbye to him, Luke?" And you're like, "Hold on," and you smother me with a Bulbasaur. Like, I'm gonna and then I pass and just die. And then they're like, "What did you just do?"
Pull the plug out of the socket and
Funny.
shove it straight through your heart.
Death is funny.
Would you Cali mom me?
Oh yeah.
What if I eat the Bulbasaur plushie?
And then kick the life support plug out while you're eating it?
No,
Yes.
and then just leave.
Oh, that's okay.
Leave you to
Too.
die
That's
naturally.
okay too. That's okay too. I like that. I like
What if
that.
I inject you with poison that turns your insides to liquid, and then I wrap you in silk?
So I become
What
a
if
butterfly?
What if I inject you with something that makes your blood Bulbasaur?
Oh, you wait, like Hulk out into Bulbasaur?
And then and then it grows out of you, and then you're dead.
Yeah.
Give him gamma rays.
No, you shoot me with no, you spit a watermelon in my ear and it grows out. You put a seed in my ear.
Do you see that headline? You see that headline where it's like family found out that their child was alive, and it's like really happy, and then the tagline's like post cremation. I was like,
Ew. Wait. Imagine finding out your kid's alive after you burn their corpse, so their body stays like.
no, it's not that. I think the doctor was just like, that didn't kill him, most likely.
No, I just imagine like a charbroiled like person who's like crawling towards you. Like,
Auschwitz again.
no.
Hey, I'm Chris Bay.
I'm Chris Bay.
Black Albert.
Wait. What if he crawls towards you? Your son crawls towards you after being burnt, and he's like, "You got barbecue sauce," and he dies.
Joe, barbecue and foot massage, Jones.
Yo, barbecue. Gotta come down here.
If you
Alright, question real quick. So my dad got his leg.
continue, I make noises.
Okay. So my dad got his leg cut off a while back.
You ate it.
And so this is a serious question.
Okay.
If like a doctor gave us the rights to eat it,
Would you?
and
Would
it
you?
was sanitary
And you wouldn't
for
lose
you
your
guys,
mind. You
and
wouldn't.
I invited you to the barbecue, would you eat it?
Okay, question. When you
You don't have
eat
to ask me twice.
when you eat human meat, they say you go nuts. So how can you ensure that I won't lose my mind?
That's what I'm afraid of. Like the pig thing, when they taste blood, they go nuts or whatever.
Yeah, so how do you ensure I won't completely lose my mind after I eat this? Like it's the best meat ever, and I gotta go murder people now.
That's you know what? There's a great because you know what, Louis C.K. His name has been defamed, but he did bring up a good point in one of his comedy acts, which is people do horrible things, and like you wonder, like because they know that there are consequences for it,
Yeah.
and they know how bad they are, which means it must be really good.
Oh, you're talking about pedophiles.
Yeah, he was talking about pedophilia.
Yeah,
He
no,
was-
that was actually a really good bit. He actually
I was like-
touched on it really respectfully. Like, yeah, it was definitely dumb, like the point he made, but like, it was a nuanced way to
true.
look at it. It's true. Like
with cannibalism, there's a reason why cannibals do it,
it
even
must
though
be
they like
great
it's
for them.
abhorrent. It's lit.
It must be the best experience for them.
I would say
Or they just must be
Maybe it's
weird.
just for it's for the aesthetic or something.
Yeah,
maybe it's for the protein.
I don't
They
know.
can make it the
Knowing what
bands.
your
Or
it is
they're
though,
just bored.
knowing what your it is though, I guarantee there's someone who has like a cannibalism fetish. They're like, oh, eat that like baby. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like people are
Yeah,
freaking
I'll eat your
gore
toes.
fetishes. So.
vor. No, but vor is like eating whole. It's not like taking a bite out of
No,
somebody.
gore with a G.
Oh, I thought you were saying door.
Gore,
Like eating
yeah.
a door. Wait, do you have?
I just feel like I feel like the internet has brought in a new wave because, like, I think I understand somehow how fetishes start. They probably start during puberty and that
Yeah.
age.
It's when you're watching some.
It's when you're watching Sonic videos and you just realize.
When you watch a Sonic video and you go, Rouge has big boobos, and it makes me go, oh.
Amy is So hot.
I've always kind of had a crush on Sonic characters.
Amy is pink.
I've always kind of liked Amy.
Oh.
Picking the guitar.
If Sonic doesn't want Amy, I'll take her.
I had a crush on
No, she's mine.
That's how it goes.
She could hit me with
Most
that
people had a
hammer
crush.
any day.
She's mine. That's my girly girl.
I like the trope of girly girls with hammers.
Just
Like,
to kill you.
Harley Quinn.
Like kill you.
Oh,
It's kind of sick how Harley Quinn has become a fetish for people. If you really,
I think Harley Quinn's
if you think
hot. I
about
just
it
think she's kind of
seriously.
terrifying.
it's a really fun character.
She's like the
It is.
personification of like a what are they called? Like a siren. She's like, "Come here, big boy," and then she just snaps your neck and goes, "Ha ha, that was funny."
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
Well, like, there's a whole
It's just funny that she's so crazy.
Well, yeah, that's funny.
There's a whole hashtag suicide girl, and I'm like, we shouldn't be fetishizing this.
No,
It's
You have a serious
People-
mental problem.
people have always
Yeah, that's what I
fetishized like death, but suicide.
Fetishized.
yeah.
I think it's the aesthetic they're
That's
looking
gonna be
for.
what people grow up to do because they play too much Doki Doki.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
It's the only answer.
because they like they're gonna group those like feelings of these hot anime girls, they want to
With murder.
with that like thing of
Yeah,
what's her face
yeah.
doing the rope
That's
dance.
usually, yeah. I mean, from what I heard, it was like this idea of the way fetishes start. Man, it's like when you're basically your brain gets tricked into believing that the thing that it didn't think of was what was sexy. It was like, hey, you've seen this plenty of times, but just now you're starting to feel something, so it's probably something different.
Oh,
here.
I see what you're
It's like-
saying. You're saying that like
Yeah.
you have a sexual experience with one thing one time, and then your brain starts to associate that experience with the attraction, even though they're unrelated.
Yeah, like those cat girls in anime.
Or like,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
example, someone could get a foot fetish. They see someone naked, they're like, but then they pay attention to their feet for some reason. So then, like, they get
I
fixated
don't
on
think it's
feet.
that necessarily, but like,
Or they too many like ground up shots in the
I
videos.
think they're just a mistake.
They only watch movies with ground up shots. I like the low angle on the
have-
tootsies.
I have an Adam.
You seen
I have
them?
Have you seen Pulp Fiction? I like the shot
Yeah.
when they pan up from the towers.
Yes.
And they stopped
I have
dating.
I have an Adam Sandler fetish because I saw Drew Barrymore for the first time. with
No,
Adam Sandler.
Drew Barrymore is
It was
beautiful,
like-
but that's beside the point. I have a fetish. My Adam Sandler fetish is you can do it.
Mine is Jack and Jill.
You're literally on the side of the bed.
Wait, are you
with
telling
that
me?
voice clip playing.
Hold on, Luke. Are you telling me you're attracted to like Rule 32 versions of celebrities? So there's like a gender bent version of like blank person. You're like,
Like Tyler Perry.
Tyler the Creator.
No, Tyler. And his little tiny glasses.
Imagine Tyler the Creator as a woman though. Hit
He's
it
a
or
good
quit it.
woman.
Would you shake his hand?
Oh, I
Yes, I
would
would.
shake. I would shake much more than that.
I'd shake his toes.
I check her knees
Ew.
just for the experience.
Just to see what
Where's
you
the
do.
slide up sticker?
God. Tyler,
Odd Future Wolfgang killed them all.
Tyler the
That's
Creator
who it is.
would be the funniest person in
Oh,
drag because he would still act like a dude.
WGKTA.
It would be like white
This
chicks,
is
but
so
actually
tall.
funny. Yeah, his derpy face, and someone goes, "Hey, are you Tyler?" He goes,
Can we get it for
his deep voice. What are you talking about? And just swings.
He's
at him.
he's really like some pretty large lips, and they're really funny.
I love when he
Have
cries.
you seen
Like,
Earl's sweatshirt though?
Oh, Earl has big lips too.
No, Earl sweatshirt.
I love when he cries.
Can
and
we get the for white chicks too?
Let's do black chicks.
black chicks. Let's do. Oh my god, that
Alright.
would never fly. I think black chicks has been done.
Oh,
you ever
no,
heard of
no.
vaudeville?
Oh, yeah, we tried that. We tried that
Blackface?
between like the 1920s and 19.
It's more
40s,
like
I think.
if you really want to know the truth, it was more like 1890s to 1930 some. It's really depressing how long.
Only
it's gone.
90s kids did this.
Oh!
BuzzFeed News. Oh,
top 10 vaudeville actors who were actually racist.
It's like that Shakespeare thing where they would only have women, or they would only have men playing women.
Sorry, I was imagining only women. Like only like English village women playing everybody instead of men.
Yes.
Yeah. King, I don't know, Lord Capulet.
Oh, Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon. Oh, the moon.
It's the same lady.
Well,
Yeah, then she goes, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
I'm right here.
It means why? Oh my gosh.
I'm right here.
No, Romeo. It means why?
Why are you Romeo? Because I'm Romeo, that's why.
What's the point? I can't read.
I'm a little red. So okay. Hypothetical. A Shakespeare company, but they're all little Cockney, like, poor children during the Industrial Revolution. They're like all little, like, Tiny Tims.
Oh my god, all the twisters.
The visual of, like, all these little boys, like, hello, more girl. Can you read this script for me?
Okay, hypothetical. Live action Disney movies, but they're good.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir? I don't have thumbs. I lost them in the factory.
My heart is hurting because of how good that roast was.
What was it?
Hypothetical. The live action remake Disney movies, except they're good.
Oh,
Hey, Beauty and the Beast wasn't that bad.
it wasn't that good.
I did not like that.
Which one?
No
Really hard to say.
one sells out like Gaston.
They'd have to do Pocahontas.
Oh, one's gay.
Okay,
They'd have to.
how
There's
about
one
this?
person.
If I were Disney,
No, they cop out. Because here's the thing: if they were gonna go serious with it, if they were actually gonna do it,
Dude mentioned in the movie.
well, no. The thing that got me was like they did this promotional campaign where it's like we're featuring our first gay character, and like literally it's
Barely gay.
Gaston.
It's not even necessarily
Yeah.
gay. I dance with
Gaston.
dudes all the time, and I'm completely straight. Like,
no, sorry. I've heard a theory that he is gay in the original movie. That he's
Yes.
like flaming, but
Oh,
the
it makes
reason,
sense.
he hits on Belle is because of like how it will make him look in town, and like how you notice how much he overcompensates for his masculinity.
Yeah.
She's beautiful, but she's not actually he's not actually after her
He's not attracted
because
to her.
he thinks she's beautiful.
yeah, he does say that. He says, doesn't he say in the movie that like
She's
the only reason?
the most beautiful girl in town, so I must have her.
Yeah, it's like
He's not even like,
trying to-
"Arr!"
Holy cow, that's
Look
one
at
beautiful girl.
See,
I want to suck your
Jesus.
toes.
I don't remember that scene when he knocks on her door and he goes, "Well, I want to marry you, but first, can I suck your tootsies?"
Gaston.
She goes,
Toes are for beasts only.
She goes, "Now, Gaston." There's another scene where she's washing her feet in the well. She's reading it, and she's like, "What's that on my feet?" And it's Gaston sucking on her toes. He's like, "Gaston!" and then LeFou's like, "Gaston, what are you doing over here, huh?" And he like pulls him away.
No, why?
You sucking
like-
toes without me, Gaston?
Not again.
They started toe sucking chain where Ken
Oh.
grabs onto.
No, see,
he
that's the
latches
truth.
onto-
He's only attracted to Belle's feet. That's why all the pretty, like the hot chicks, he doesn't want. All the other chicks have ugly feet, and he's like, "Ew."
No, the prince from
Belle's
All
feet.
working class.
so did the prince from Cinderella.
Yes, I want that tiny feet. Give me the tiny feet, please.
Gotta have those little feet.
Bring those little feet in here, please. Mm.
I love them in a statue crib.
See, I feel like I'm gonna get a foot fetish from talking about feet so much. It started as a joke last week. I was with Hosh. I'm not gonna reveal any more information about other things. But I was with Hosh, and we had a lot of downtime. And apparently, there's this chick who sends them like basically nudes every now and then, like with no context.
Weird.
Yeah, and I said, okay, ask her for toe pics and see what she says. That's hilarious. Like, we're not asking for full feet. We're just asking for tootsies.
I just want the
Just
pin.
Tootsie's
We're
butt.
asking for like, but the way it's written is like toe pics, not toes pics. It's like one toe, like maybe like
It sent me 10 pictures.
right, and he never would. And I was like, I want toe pics, dude. So it became so much of an inside joke that like before I knew it, I'm like texting like my girlfriend, like, hey, send toe pics, and she's like, why? And I'm like, just do it. And then she's like, I'm not doing it. And I was like, slather peanut butter on them and send toe pics. And she's like, what are you doing?
That's what you do for your dog.
Brady, that's a weird line to draw, right? Like that girl. Like, Hosh is like, yeah, she's fine sending me unsolicited, basically nudes. But
yeah,
toe
like
pics
by
are a little
basically
too
nudes, I mean
weird.
like she'd be like wearing like lingerie and you can see through it and stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
So
either
like
way, setting that
toes
isn't even.
Toes
But
are
toe
like
pic-
way less sexual
That's like-
than like
that's like
flashing a
third
nip.
level.
Like, you see my point? I'm like, seriously.
Toe pics are. You have to have a strong trust with that person that they will
Oh my god.
never tell it.
Okay.
Because
Toes are
You
more
ready,
often covered
fellas?
than the.
Are you ready to hear the Brady Day secret? The secret to flatter any woman?
why is everything being revealed on this one
Fellas,
podcast?
you ready to hear the Brady Day
You
secret?
better tell me that right now.
Okay, give me the
Right
secret.
now.
Here's the Brady Day system.
And then Royd.
Okay, so to get girls to love you, you have to compliment things that aren't hot or inherently sexual. Not even romanticized stuff. Like, you don't go, you have beautiful eyes. You go, oh my god, your earlobes are amazing.
Your IQ is
Because
amazing.
because I already had like a thing for earlobes,
Even
but
though
then
you
people like
failed.
think it's funny, and then I compliment like
So many
knees and like
Some good
toes,
calves, yo.
and I'm like, dude, your collarbones are like fine, like please.
Collarbones are actually people like those.
I like collarbones, but I don't like them if they jut out too much, because then it's like
Yo.
I'm a skeleton.
Yo, dog. Yo,
I want them sharp. I want them pointing out.
I want them to slit my
Put my
throat.
finger on him.
I want Sans from Undertale.
Oh my god. Okay,
You know how you gotta give them participation medals. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get girls
What I'm saying,
right there.
Brady, is Brady. Now you gotta start talking. Now you gotta clickbait as much with this podcast. Gotta be like, I say the N word.
well, it'll be censored. It'll be censored. I'm going through the freaking effort to
That's
go
like
back.
because you actually did.
I'm not gonna. The bad part is I'm not gonna censor the fucking. I'm just gonna censor the nigger, which is now censored twice.
Yeah.
It makes this job harder for me. Wait, did somebody else say it? Did somebody else say it? I'm gonna have to censor that too. I might
Alright.
not.
I was gonna paint a chair before I got on this podcast.
You
but I
painted a
guess
chair? What color? Are you gonna paint on it? Haha.
It's light blue.
Damn it, Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby.
I was gonna promise.
Let that boy in right.
I like your Hank. Wait, okay. Set up. Okay. EP, can anybody do a Homer Simpson? I'll do Peter Griffin and we'll have Hank.
Joe.
We'll have Peter Griffin, Hank Hill, and Homer Simpson.
Merge. Option.
You got Homer Simpson over there?
Merge.
Oh,
Hey, Peter! Peter, our franchise is dead.
In my beer.
oh.
Get my dough.
Around here.
Make a joke about it.
Don't have a cow, man.
I work in the nuclear
Eat my shorts.
Farmer Thompson.
Homer Simpson. Wait, did you just say I work at nuclear war?
I work at a nuclear plant.
It's nuclear.
You mean nuclear?
Nuclear.
Nuclear?
Nuclear.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on.
Guys,
nuclear.
hashtag Twitter poll. Is it nuclear or is it nuclear?
It's nuclear.
Leave your comments
Hold on,
down below.
guys.
Is it
Where's the
Naruto
E?
or Naruto?
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna do a little bit of vor role play real quick.
Fellas, is it gay to be gay?
Hey, I'm trying to.
Ew!
Guys, so much in the chat.
T-folds. Fellas.
Okay, just got bored.
Fellas.
Don't vore me.
Too late.
I
Fel-
vore my McDonald's McChickens. Don't at me.
Oh, nice.
So wait,
With
that's
lettuce and
what-
milk.
I always thought vor
Yes.
was the pregnant thing.
No, it's just eating. It's just
Well,
getting
okay.
real fast.
It looks like it depends on how, you know.
He has the fetish, he's gotta explain it.
Alright, pals. I'm being underrepresented here, so
Come on,
let me-
Sweaty, step
let me
off.
It can be that way where they have a little X-ray and they show the other person in that. in the one person's stomach. It's really dumb.
Okay, so
It always looks goofy.
what I
It's like
what
a
I
1-year-old Belle, and she ate.
You just read that.
Yes, I did.
Sorry. We sending dirty words in the chat. Hey, question. Since y'all are losers, you
Wait,
guys.
can we just capture that last post of when you mentioned toes around Brady?
Toes. Okay. Toes are cool. Anyway, did you guys hear about how people got really bent out of shape about a poo?
Oh,
Yeah, I heard about that. It's weird.
come again.
Why is that a negative stereotype?
I don't think it's negative. A poo's a cool character. They go to India and it's cool.
Like the way I see it is like whenever
What's wrong?
A poo is racist apparently.
Who? Like Wendy the
Well,
Pooh?
it's just because that's like it's been around for so long. That's the racism that people pick up on. They start doing the I own a convenience store. Oh, I say thank you, come again.
Yeah,
That's
but
that's the Indian thing, though.
right.
yeah, but
They-
I don't get that
They
stereotype.
started the stereotypes.
That makes no sense. That people are getting bent out of shape about something that already existed. Like that doesn't excuse it necessarily if they see it as racism. But like, The Simpsons should have died like 12 years ago. So
Oh yeah.
Well,
Longer
the
than
thing that gets
that.
me is like, for instance, you have like first of all, I don't understand why it's common in our culture to use positive things as negative stereotypes, like Asians being smart, Jewish people being wealthy.
why do Jews gotta be wealthy? Well, it's not Jews
just
being
that.
wealthy.
It's not just the Asians being smart.
It's Jews wanting money.
Also, it's not just the Asians being smart. It's the Asian parents being super strict, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
They're
gotta be a
held up
doctor.
They're not like charmingly smart. They're annoying.
They're a bunch of Melvins. Bunch of thin-eyed
In- in,
Melvins.
I'm not saying that.
Greedy.
Well,
That's
Well,
where that
it's like-
stereotype comes
It's
from.
weird, right? Like, cause like people, like typically the people who say this stuff are white supremacists. Those are the people that actually use it against people.
Well, stereotypes.
Those are the people that actually use
Stereotypes
it
aren't
against people.
invented by white supremacists, but they certainly use them.
Yeah, they were. You want to bet?
Bet stereotypes
I'm-
are made by society.
saying-
There's a there's a truth
saying-
in every stereotype, even if they're really
You can't
offensive.
swim, idiot.
True.
When-
It's like
when
it
I-
just seems ridiculous that that's used as a negative stereotype. It's like, oh, he owns a business.
Oh my god, I can't believe your dad owns a business. Oh,
Wow, so typical.
he's so
What's your
basic.
last name? Like Goldberg or something?
Hey, you think when Jews lie about wanting money, do their noses grow?
no.
Every time I lie, my yarmulke gets bigger. Until it just covers his head.
Someone at my school got really offended because they were going to put a milk carton on their friend's head and they were Jewish. And I thought we were cool, and so I said, make them Jewish. And they got really
Wait,
upset.
did the Jew get upset? Or the other person?
I was like, I've never experienced that before. Someone not being okay with me saying something.
I have. But that's because...
I'm surrounded by all my white friends all the time.
The way I said that was really... EP.
Get the heck out of here.
Anyway...
He's the vice president, so shut the heck
No,
up.
I'm used to offending people because there was a whole time in like my mid-tween years when I was like, I don't care what anybody thinks, and I just said really awful stuff for shock value, and now I just say things
Henceforth?
because I think they're funny.
Oh, shock
Yeah.
value stuff was the stuff back then.
Well, that
the
was true. 'cause,
4chan
like,
days.
we're talking like 2013 to 2015.
Wasn't there an Instagram I was forgetting the spaghetti on the Twin Towers.
Oh, no.
Wait. Repeat that, please.
Well, hold on. I gotta find it.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I can edit it into the
Check
video if you
Luke's-
want to.
Check Luke's Instagram.
I think I
right?
deleted it. I think I deleted that.
Okay. It was a picture of the Twin Towers like burning and collapsing. It was on 9/11 when he posted it. And it said never spaghetti. And there was spaghetti in the towers. And I looked at this and like my 7th grade mind was like, that's hilarious.
That's the funniest thing on earth.
All right, look.
Oh my god! Okay, I have to add a picture in the episode.
It's awful.
That's the greatest
That
thing
is amazing.
ever.
I think I deleted it.
Have you guys ever seen? There's an edit. I first saw it on Zach Hadel's Twitter, but it was like this edit of George Bush when he gets like he's about to hit a golf ball. You seen it? And he's like, let me get this. He's like, let me get this drive. And he hits the ball, and it cuts to the golf ball hitting the Twin Towers, and it explodes. It's like a gif of it that just like repeats. Yes. Also, you guys seen the clip of Kanye when he's like, George Bush doesn't care about black people?
Randomly in the middle of like it doesn't even have to do with George Bush.
Did you see Mike Myers' face?
It was
Katrina,
about Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, it's not Katrina. Okay.
Did you see Mike Myers'
like
face?
Hurricane Tortilla?
He goes.
Speaking of Mike Myers, Cat in the Hat's the worst movie ever made.
No, I wanna talk to you guys about something, and I can't remember what it was.
Funny.
What?
Oh, memes.
They're dying.
Well, no. First of all, I want to make a video about the history of memes.
I think
Because
the
memes
word
are
meme is gonna die eventually.
the
Man,
great
this is
life
gonna be
cycle.
gaff.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
called
Joker
songbirds
Woko.
now.
Wait, imagine the year is 2050. Our kids are like, hey, check out this cool Joker Woko.
Memes.
They send him.
called,
They
What
send
the
him.
heck is that thing?
Back in my
memes are
day.
called soft drinks now. You didn't know that?
What I'm saying is,
It's because
We
the
saw-
normies used it too much.
we saw memes die,
Dang
right?
memes.
And then like 2014, somewhere around that range, memes like just kicked back up and like
Well, I don't think they
That's
died.
great
I just think
revival.
meme culture evolved, and there was a lot of like, what's the word? Adaptation, and I had the other word on top. Ingenuity. Like people were trying to
People
find
got
new
really good at
ways.
changing memes and like putting it through its cycle really quickly.
Yeah, that's the bad
they're
thing though, is that
really
stuff gets
intelligent people that watch
overexposed
Rick and
faster.
Morty.
Yeah,
it's true. Like their lifespan, their population has increased greatly, but their lifespan has
decrease
decreased.
It's
at a-
really freaking
at an
funny.
alarming rate.
because people
Like, think
think
about how, like-
about memes a lot. They think of the things that it's going to go through, and they're like, "Oh, what's this?" And they find every single angle of a meme, and then they just like force throw it up onto the internet.
Well, you know,
I personally believe that meme compilations have killed memes.
Oh my god, yes.
not only that, but
Like-
Yeah.
but
But they're funny though.
if you notice, there's like a new version of meme coming out, like anti-memes, like E. Like E is not funny at all, and that is why it's funny.
I love it.
There's nothing funny about the E meme. That's why it's funny. It makes no sense.
Is this
Mark
Marcus? Oh yeah.
I love the idea that they can just they made the E meme to make a meme. They said, "Hey everybody, we're just gonna put E over this picture and make sure it becomes a meme. Everybody, try to make it a meme."
And it
And
worked.
it did. It became a meme.
See, because
Do you
like
guys
when you
remember H?
Oh yeah, I remember
H was a meme too. No, the thing I like about those letter memes is they're so surreal that they don't get oversaturated. Because like you get memes like Uganda Knuckles or like other stuff that like is funny, but it gets so like beaten to death like a dead horse that the joke just melts.
Like Dat Boy or something
I think-
like that.
I
Yo,
think the
poor
first
Dat boy.
I think the first time I saw that, the first time I saw that happened to a meme was the Drake Hotline Bling meme.
Yeah.
Where that was one of the biggest memes of the year, and then it
Like
like
we-
died in like 3 days because
I'm re-
everyone did their video edits all at once.
I'm really glad Despacito's coming around because just
That's what we did too.
I remember when that was on the top charts. I heard it everywhere I went. I heard
I did too.
Every
I heard
day of
Despacito all
year.
the time. I would change it.
Sing
avoid
things out
it.
loud.
Despacito.
God, EP.
Despacito. Wait, Eric, Eric, you're a sexy Latina. You're a hot Latina in this area. Sing Despacito in Espanol right now.
Okay.
Good job. You sound great.
It's like
So tempting.
3 syllables too long. It's
I gotta put this away.
Holy.
Fellas, is it gay to be gay?
To love a man and live with
Heck
him.
no.
Wait, conspiracy. Have you guys noticed? This is a
That more gay
conspiracy.
people exist.
That, but secondly, conspiracy.
Just saying.
if you go on Insta book, and when there was Pride stuff, if you put hashtag girls who love girls, it was rainbow. But if you went hashtag guys who like guys, it wasn't. So it's not gay.
Yeah. Also, two homies.
I knew it.
Yeah, homie. It was homies kissing homies. Or homies who kiss homies.
You gonna get that barbecue? Where? Here.
That's my favorite meme ever. It's you got a little barbecue sauce, right? And it's them making out.
You got a little barbecue sauce right there. I'll see if I can find it on my
That's so funny. Makes me think of the Why You Lying.
Oh, I love that guy. That's an oldie.
Picture.
I'm sorry, forget on my phone. I just saw something.
No phones allowed.
Hold on. I gotta find.
I
this
just
real
realized that
quick.
if I never stated that, the audience would have never known that.
Yeah, you
so
should have
it
just said
wouldn't
nothing.
matter.
You should have been like,
stated it.
I just stopped breathing
Can you
for a
sense-
second.
Can you censor this, Brady, and then censor
No,
the
I'm
part
not-
where I talked about it?
I'm not
and
censoring.
currently censor what I'm saying, what's coming out of
I'm
my
not.
mouth.
I can't. I might
That'd be really
censor. I
appreciated.
might censor the M word a couple times. I'm contemplating
word?
it. Because
You gotta
okay,
censor
here's
that
how-
too, because you can't even allude to it.
hold on. This is Brady's grandpa free speech moment, where he's gonna be a crazy libertarian for 3 seconds. We are killing free speech effectively, and we need to work on it as a country. Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
wait, say something, EP. Say something, EP.
Yeah.
Wait, say something with it up in the camera, because we can't see it unless you're talking.
Oh, boy, look at this. This right here, boy.
Got a little barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Lips.
All on that.
Anyway, we're killing free speech because we put limits on words we're not supposed to say. Society puts limits on words, and what happens? You realize if you say a word so much, it loses its meaning and poignance.
Yeah,
Like, if you
that's. Did you watch that Content Cop?
Yeah, he mentions that. If you say the word poop,
Yeah.
poop, 1,000 times, it just becomes nonsense. Sounds.
Yeah, it's just milk coming out of your mouth.
One of the things that I find really interesting is where we put the limits in society. So, for instance, we can't say the N-word, right?
Maybe you know that.
We can't say the N-word. Well, we can. We're not supposed to.
Elijah Phillips does, and Braden Gay does.
I am
Because I
perfectly
think
fine.
it's there.
They scream it from the rooftops.
I'm fine with society telling me that I shouldn't say the word because I don't want to use the word, alright?
Okay.
However, the term cracker has always been fine because it doesn't have the same historical significance.
That's true.
The thing is, it only has as much power as you put into it.
Bada boom.
The only reason we put that higher is because we say the history of it is more important. At the end of the day, history is always going to exist and you can never make up for it.
That's
and so
true.
the best thing you can do is try to disarm it. And that's the same thing that we've done with everything.
It's okay
Yeah.
to say anything as long as you're willing to.
Take it. Take it.
Yeah,
Take
as
it
long
up
as
the
you're
butt,
willing to take
like a
anything
man.
for what you say.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I don't believe in this whole.
The
There's
man
another
becomes
movement.
sacrifice. Yeah.
The thing that I would warn against, and I've seen this a lot, where people say, I'm fighting for freedom of speech, so I'm going to say the most outlandish and offensive things on purpose in a hateful manner. And I'm like, that's not the way to fight the battle. Like, just
No,
be a
fight the
decent
battle
human.
by being a kind person.
Yeah, be a decent human. If you want to
Yeah.
make jokes, make jokes.
How you fight the battle? You grab your AK-47, okay, and then you find a little school.
No.
And then you just
No. You know what I hate? Okay, let's talk about offensiveness. I get pissed off that all these shooters, all these dumb freaking Melvins, waltzing into schools with BB guns, blowing kids' heads off, are ruining all the school shooter jokes we had. Because I remember a few years ago, like not long after Sandy Hook, everyone's making these dumb jokes and they're dumb and stuff. But there was such a long time where we didn't have to worry about shootings in the U.S. where we could just make fun of them. Like it was kind of a Titanic situation where like those don't happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then you have
Eventually.
these maroons getting slam dunked on by people because they're idiots.
Eventually, there's going to be like a 9/12, and we're going to be like, "Dang, we can't make jokes anymore."
Yeah, no. Imagine how many tragedies. Like when will there be a time where like if the U.S. still exists, if there's a time where like there's so many days that are all tragedies, like It's tragedy month again. Blah, blah. Day 1, Titanic. Day 2, 9/11. V-Day. D-Day.
Here's the thing that gets to me is I've heard people say
April.
It's ironic, but like people will say certain things. Like the way I see it, we will always be able to make school shooter jokes, just as we're able to make KKK jokes. Just as we're able to
But
make
KKK is dumb. School shooters are a real.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
People make
KKK isn't a real threat. They're lame. They're a bunch of old coots in pillowcases.
We make the KKK jokes. We make
I
Nazi
have bed
jokes.
sheets on my head.
We make Titanic jokes. We make a ton of jokes over tragedy because you just gotta wait. And so I guess my argument would be wait it out, and then as long as you're making fun of the people who are actually doing the thing, like we have with the KKK, because the KKK still exists.
They're lame.
Hey Jerome, could I stay at your house tonight? My dad's got sheep club in the woods, so
have you seen that Vine by that? I love this. It's my favorite Vine.
My dad has sheet cake in the woods.
It's the KKK in 20. It was the KKK in 2017. It's like, hey man, I'm gonna come over, be a part of the KKK. We'll do a few cross burnings, lynch some people. He's like, no, I'm gonna have to take a rain check. Also, you know I'm black, right? He's like, it's 27. We're all inclusive.
It makes me think of that. You guys ever see the Chappelle skit about the blind black Klansman? So Chappelle in it is like black, and he's raised by white people in the South, and he's like he hates blacks like awfully, but he doesn't know that he's black. Like he's been raised by a white family, so he's like in the truck with his brother, and he's like lynch him, kill him. He goes there's a Negro around here. Like you guys are making a joke about Chappelle being there. He's like get him, lynch him, I'll get him. Where is he? He's like freaking out. He doesn't know. It's like the cutest thing. He like poor guy.
jokes about Stevie Wonder. It's like Stevie Wonder. Hey, I might be blind, but at least I'm not black.
I was watching. I went to my friend's house. We watched Spy Hard.
Oh, what a movie!
Really good movie. Ray Charles drives a bus in Spy Hard. I didn't stutter. Ray Charles, the musician who is effectively the Stevie Wonder of the 60s to the 70s, well, like 70s and 80s, a blind black man who is a musician who can't see drives a bus in Spy Hard.
Black. How does he know he's black? What if he doesn't identify as black?
Okay, maybe he doesn't. He identifies as a little smiley boy.
He probably does identify as black because all black people see black.
Well, no, you know that's a new thing now, AP. You can like identify as a different race. That's why I'm cool to be Native American, because like I can just identify as that.
Well, no, this is actually an interesting thing. So
does biology matter?
I don't want to politicize this space.
Yeah.
Who's playing with their mind?
Yeah.
I hear crunchy wunchy.
Just do me.
I don't want to politicize.
You can politicize
space,
it.
But the way that I've been looking at this, and I've seen this from an angle where the weird thing to me is that people that are like transgenderism, that's legitimate. That's an actual thing.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. It's gender dysmorphia is right? Provable.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is, if you agree with that statement, and I say everyone's allowed to have their own personal beliefs, right? If you agree with that statement, what makes race different? Because race, quite literally, historically, was a social construct that we made up so that we
that's true too.
Kill other dudes.
But it also is. Wait, is it biological? Like if you took someone else's blood?
I'm saying, what I'm saying is the idea of identifying someone as you're African American and you're Asian American, all those labels are entirely man-made. There's nothing there.
I think it's people want to identify as the culture that is around these different.
Sorry, I just in the chat said, fellas, is it black to be black?
Well, that's
top 10 question science can't answer. Oriental is the new black. It's my favorite show. It's my favorite show.
Luke, what were you going on about? What were you going on about?
When people want to identify as a race, they're more just identifying with the culture that's built around that race.
Wait, so what if they get it wrong? Like, imagine, like, you're, like, an 8th generation, like, Chinese guy, and you're like, well, like, and your family's forgotten their culture, so you're like, well, I'm Japanese. So, you see my point? Like, especially with, like, whites, a lot of the time, they don't really know where they come from, so we're like, yeah, I'm German and Irish, shrug.
Well, apparently, I read about this.
I think Hitler's my grandpa.
There's like, there's a certain time. There's an inevitable time in history when everyone is going to, when everybody is going to just become one race. Like everyone's just going to become mixed because eventually, over time, so many races will, come together, and eventually everyone's just going to be whatever. And I think then we're just going to face the next big thing, which is most likely going to be religion. That difference. That's not a war that we've been fighting for.
We've already been
centuries.
I feel like by that point, everybody will just be like, "Yo, well, we can accept death, right?"
I don't. I think this is kind of a depressing philosophical thing, but I feel like as time goes on, I feel like people are just going to give up on religion because like of how little effort people give. Like, you know what I mean? Like with the way a lot of modern religions work, especially a lot of Eastern stuff, you gotta try a lot. Like, you can't just, like, attain nirvana, like, overnight. And millennials don't want to attain nirvana.
You want to bed right now?
Fight me! And also, I think our culture is too self-obsessed, you know? Like, if we're talking still about Buddhism, you gotta completely deny yourself. No. How can I deny myself when I gotta get likes on my freaking Instagram? Lame.
But I gotta get those sick new Nike trainer shoes.
I gotta get my sick new Abibas.
I think people are slowly
gotta get
surely. They're gonna go to I think most of religion nowadays is turning to agnosticism, which is the idea of here's what I believe, but I don't know, and I don't care.
Well,
for most people,
I don't. I respect agnostics more than atheists because I feel like atheism's the lazier point of view, because agnostics are at least they're like, I don't know, it's not up to me.
Well,
and I'm like, that's fair.
like,
you're admitting there's bigger things than you.
Well, from what I've read, agnosticism, and this is interesting. So, from what I've read, agnosticism literally just means to not make a decision. Like, shrug. You could be agnostic on a ton of different issues.
The spiritual shrug.
But with atheism, specifically, it is the idea that you are persuaded on one side that there is no God, but there are atheists who say that they practice agnosticism, where they say, I don't believe there is one, but if you can prove that there is one, then whatever.
But then, in my mind, the atheist is just an agnostic. They're not an atheist then, because they're open to the possibility. In my mind, it's like they have a line in the sand. There's no possibility. I've given up. So, but I see that. I see it as kind of a lazy point of view. I see it as a lazy point of view because it's so depressing. Like, would you rather like have meaning in the world, or would you rather just be like, meaning's it's all lame?
My biggest problem.
Almost all the people I met who have told me why they've become atheist are like, they had something when they were younger and it made them really edgy.
Yeah, no, that's true. There was like bad thing happened in my life. That means there's nothing in the universe pulling the strings. That just means it happened, and I'm sad now.
My biggest critique of
I think it's teen angst.
Teen angst kills God. Rip.
My biggest problem. I have a lot of problems with the idea of atheism. My biggest critique of atheism would be there's no objective moral standard.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, how do you base your morals then? You can stretch the moral line as much as you want then. You're like,
people say like, well, you shouldn't have to have a religion to justify what you do. I agree. I think there are base morals that everyone in society agrees on.
I think everyone should have base morals. Doesn't mean they do.
Yeah, but the argument is you have an answer that is objective. Why is this bad? This is bad because this person says so, and he is the creator of all things, so he knows what's good and bad. With atheism, it's like, these things are good and bad because
they are.
We think they're good or bad, and like, that's my biggest problem with it.
Yeah, because there are things that are objectively like destructive, and they're like, it's okay, and I'm like, it's not okay.
Also, if my biggest my second biggest problem with atheism, I guess,
Atheism.
would be the idea that, in and of itself, like when they talk about God, right? They talk about a caring God. They're like, how can a caring God do this, do this, do this? And
the God of the Old Testament ain't no caring God. He freaking destroyed people without blinking. He told the Jews to murder people. Especially Old Testament God, like good old, like God the Father is a badass. He does not care.
You don't know how to spell Daniel?
Jesus, on the other hand, he's a lot sweeter, but God the Father is a badass.
The thing that I find with the flaw logic there is the idea that I am a human, and the idea of a God, that he is the master of all.
Yeah.
So I'm going to dictate what is moral, and if he doesn't agree with my human flawed belief of what is moral, he's flawed. It's like that's a weird perspective.
Yeah, because then you're holding it to your standard. Then that doesn't make any sense. Because you're like,
that being said. Oh, sorry. Go
no,
on.
that's silly though. If you really think about it, because they're like, well, how can all loving? I'm like, how do you know what all loving is?
Yeah.
How can you humanly even try to do that? You're lame.
Some event that seems
Don't hurt me.
could
Don't hurt me.
terrific.
No more.
What is that?
Baby. Don't hurt me. Oh, deep theological discussions.
I know. I love how we went from like politics to theological.
Topics.
Well, that's why I think it's funny that like in a lot of shows they've been lampooning atheism and stuff. I think it's funny. Like in Eric Andre, like when they have Penn and Teller, and when Penn's there, he's like magic, 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 atheism, magic, magic.
Agnostic
making fun
preacher
of
is
it.
still one of my favorite.
That is
bands
one of
ever.
my favorites. There may or may not be a God.
Or Black
Shout
Scientology.
if you have doubt.
Shout if you have doubt. Scientology's fun too.
Black Scientology was funny.
Yeah. L. Ron Hoya Bimbe. God, we should never stick 3 Eric Andre fans together. That's just like reality just sucks. Reality just.
No, what really scares me about my generation
Our
It's not the
generation.
music we listen to. Our generation. It's not the music we listen to or any of the like the meme stuff that people make. A wrong generation.
I'm the wrong generation.
It's the nihilism. Exactly. I'm like
No,
people
nihilism
don't care
is
about
so.
life.
Postmodernism is so dumb. I'm pissed at postmodernism. Postmodernism can go sack a fatty. I hate it.
postmodernistic response.
It's a cop out. In my opinion, it's a cop out on life. It's the idea that I don't need to do anything because nothing matters anyway.
That's lame. Postmodernism's dumb. That's why I saw a sponsor Wisecrack. If you ever watch Wisecrack, they talk a lot about nihilism.
I have.
They did a philosophy of Bo Burnham, and they talked about how Bo has a version of postmodernism where he's denying a lot of the tenets of postmodernism and being like, I'm going to try to find meaning. Screw you guys. And I'm like, because he's not going back to modern. We're saying like everything's good. He's like, okay, stuff sucks, but I'm going to try to find happiness through the sucky stuff rather than just being like everything sucks. I'm like, I agree. I'd rather live the struggle than just give up. Be like, whatever.
No, let's not go back to pre-modernism. Pre-modernism screwed it.
Let's do modernism, guys.
Puritanism.
Puritanism. Yeah. Burn the witches. Burn the witches. Atheism. Burn the witches. Burn the witches.
We just need a restart. Build the colonies all over again.
Dude, that'd be depressing.
Let's have a total cleansing. Let's kill everybody. But
Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter. Helter Skelter. Okay, story time. Y'all actually even know what Helter Skelter means?
Oh yeah, it's from a Beatles thing, but then Jonesy Boy was like, ooh.
No.
Oh. One other did.
Manson.
I don't know.
Oh,
Charles
Manson.
Manson.
Charles Manson?
Marilyn Manson.
It wasn't Marilyn, that's a singer.
Marilyn
Monroe Manson.
Yeah.
Okay, no, Charles Manson was a freaking murderer in the 70s, and he wanted to incite Helter Skelter, which was race war. He wanted to basically turn the blacks and whites against each other to destroy society. So, yeah.
Eugenics?
What?
DJ Academics?
DJ Khaled?
Not DJ Academics. Nobody likes DJ Academics.
Ew, wait, EP, I just found the cup from the episode where I blew my nose in it, you blew your nose in it, and spit game. Oh, story time. We cut a lot of bits out of the episode.
How did we bounce off of nihilism to...
Stop! Elijah, turn the phone away. Oh.
Yes, look at it.
Is it musically?
Yes.
Is it musically? It looks like a
Yes.
musically.
It's terrible.
Let's
Why
talk
would
about
you-
musically.
Why did they put the dot in there?
Because it makes you stop.
Musical.
Full stop.
Musical. Lee.
The-
No, okay. Well, oh, things that were cut from the episode. So the boom mic was a new addition.
Oh.
And we had a joke where I said the EP's breath stank, and then he needed some gum. So I attached gum to the boom mic and had Kylan bring the boom mic in, and I got a piece of gum and gave it to him. So we chewed gum, and then I asked him to spit in a cup, and I was like, "What's your spit game, dude?" And we both tried to spit in it like a spittoon. That got cut. It was funny though.
Oh, I remember that.
And then the other thing we did was he splashed water in my face because I fell asleep. that was cut. But in costume. In what is happening?
Music. You're ruining
Copyright claim. Yeah, but I got hit in the face with a fat cup of water and woke me up. And it
Brayden loved it.
soiled my costume.
Brayden loved it.
I loved it.
Okay, guys. What's your everybody?
Hates Chris.
Yeah. But everybody suggests some thing for the viewers, like some media, movie, TV
movie.
show, music.
What movie would you recommend? Haha.
The full Stupid Mario Brothers scene.
So Zootopia.
Really?
That is...
Try everything.
No.
I watched that movie like 3 times in a row
It's okay.
because it came out at the same time that I went on a Disney cruise. So I watched it all, like 3 or 4 times in a row, and
It's
it was really
okay.
boring.
You know what my problem with Zootopia is?
What?
Zootopia gets boring as soon as you understand what it's all meant. Like, literally 3 seconds in the movie, you're like, oh, it's race.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I like thinking of the
the
no,
whole
the
storyline
metaphor.
is the exact-
I don't mind the race metaphor. It just makes me mad when it's like, because it's ambiguous enough to apply other stuff to it. People are like, it's about gender. It's about identifying as something. You can be anything you want, Zootopia. And I'm like, you're missing the point.
It's just race.
It's
about
race.
furries.
It's exactly. It's
And
about
it's good.
furries.
It's good for kids, man. Like,
It's good for furries.
I'm
That's all it's
happy
good
to-
for.
Yeah. The most oppressed group.
Yes.
Make that bunny so gosh darn thick, dude.
I wish it was thicker,
What was that?
honestly.
Wasn't there a pro-life Zootopia?
Yeah,
comic?
I love that comic. Oh,
Would you choose that as your political or moral standard? You know what's gonna get
Women
you
are
ladies?
queens, Nick. If she breathes,
That's a meme I hope endures.
what? She's a thought.
Oh,
If
it's
she
not.
breathes, she a thought. It's,
Fellas, is it thought like
Women are queens.
fellas, is it
Caleb
queen to queen?
Slagle-
Is it queen to thought?
Caleb Slagle came out with a song called
Is
"If
it
She
Beta
Breaths, She a
Flight?
Thought."
Oh yeah, it's a good song.
If she breaths, she a thought.
I'll put his
she
SoundCloud in the
breaths.
description. Give it a
Please
listen.
don't put mine in there.
I'll
Alright,
put.
everybody.
No, EP. I'll credit you as Caleb Slagle.
Okay, who else? Who else has a
I will
suggestion
die.
for the audience? Who else has a suggestion?
Movie. What's a movie I like? Well, I guess I can. Oh, movie.
He played.
I got one. There's a Netflix original I really like called The Futile and Stupid Gesture. It's about the founding of National Lampoon. Like the.
Oh yeah, I
magazine.
heard that was really good.
Oh,
and it has
it's very strong. Will Forte is great in it. He's a lead. He does a really freaking good job as Doug Cannon.
I saw the commercial for it right after I watched
It's so great.
Caddyshack.
So good.
And
So
it looked
good.
really good.
So good.
Can I?
It's one of those movies, like, if you like BoJack Horseman and, like, depressing... water! If you like depressing self-destruction stuff, like, that's right up your
Yeah, I've
alley.
heard that.
It's right
Hey,
up
can
your
I
alley.
change my answer, Luke?
Yeah.
To what?
The Luke and Eric show, the entire season. It's a really quick 10 minutes.
2 episodes.
My recommendation is the Brandon Dandon show. There's a pilot episode and 1 official episode. Damn.
Brady, you never laughed when I used to call you the Braden Maiden dated. That kind of makes me upset.
Because it's not funny.
You know what?
It's not fun.
It's not funny, Mark. I don't
What?
like it.
It's gonna be a Rudolph on his 17th.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I knew that.
Elijah,
I said Lil Uzi's gonna be there.
Lil Uzi's in my
Outta here.
dreams.
I know.
little.
Hey, okay, I got a movie. I got a movie.
What's it called?
Okay, what's your movie?
What's it called?
The Hateful Eight.
Ooh,
That's
Oh,
okay.
really
yeah.
good.
It's not a parody of westerns.
No,
It's not?
it's by Quentin Tarantino.
Oh. I'm thinking the
Tarantino.
Magnificent Seven, aren't I?
No, you're thinking the
Quentin
Ridiculous
Tarantino.
Six.
Oh.
With
You think
Adam
I'm thinking
Sandler.
about the Sinister Six?
Yeah, Ridiculous Six with like
Adam Sandler and
This.
Taylor Lautner and Terry Crews in it.
Trayvon. Cordova.
Adam Sandler's Trayvon. Trayvon Martin
Trayvon Martin.
No.
gets shot.
L. Ron Hubbard.
Keenan Thompson.
God.
Elron Hoyt
Poor
Bimbe.
kid.
Okay, where were we?
Oh, I wanna suggest my thing.
My girl?
There's a really good playlist on Spotify
My girl.
called Bedroom Pop, and it's really really chill and really good.
My
And it's got like hip hop stuff in it.
My girl.
Yeah, that's
like-
what Luke.
Chill,
Mm.
I'll
chill
check
music,
that out.
dude.
I don't have a taste in music.
You should have to check my song that I dropped. It's a remix of Midnight with Tina Gang. It's really good.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
verse.
Tina Gang is so fire.
They're good.
Hey, my favorite Tina Gang song go, yeah, I'm a wild dog. You gon' catch me in the mall wearing that Adidas. Why you got mistreat us? Yeah, I'm a wild dog. That's the best part of the whole song.
Ah,
I could listen to Sadidas, just the chorus on loop.
Adidas.
That's done by my director called Kylan D. Myron.
Wait, hold on, check it out, guys.
He go, ah! What?
Look, wow,
Adidas, haha.
wow.
What's
Is
it
that a
doing?
weed?
Oh,
It is weed.
EP died. He's back.
I'm back.
He's
He was
back.
resurrected.
I died. I whopped too hard.
He died, and then he reincarnated as EP the Black.
He hit that whip and then he died.
Oh yeah, so I was listening to the last podcast we did officially, which is New Year's Day, and some time has passed. And in the last edition, me and EP were talking about our childhood. Do you guys have anything you want to say about your childhood before we close out?
Oh yeah.
What about it?
I grew up extremely stinky.
I feel you.
I'm glad you came out as a stink.
I grew out of it though.
He grew out. He grew out of stank.
Yeah,
You're
my
right.
stank layer peeled off last
I
year.
live in stank.
Ew.
I live in stank.
I just imagine you like one day are pulling a hangnail, like what's that? And you just start pulling off skin. And you're like, oh, it smells. And you pull all of it off, and you smell
And I
really
come
good.
out and I'm like white and
Madison!
copier paper and slime.
Turn the light off. I don't care. Turn the light off.
All right, so say something about your childhood, Eric.
Okay. So,
Get American.
I, as a child, did not have any friends.
Same.
And
Neither
no,
did I.
and this is what was weird about it was. It wasn't like I was like antisocial or anything. I was like, I was the class clown, or at least I like to think of myself as the class clown.
You were
Yeah.
the annoying kid.
Probably. And so my entirety of elementary school, I was fine. I don't know why I didn't care. I guess I just never noticed that I didn't have friends. And then like in 6th grade it hit me because 6th grade is the worst year of your life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or 7th
Seventh grade,
When
really.
we close out from the podcast, I have some 6th grade stories. Actually, I might close
Alright.
it. I'll close it with the 6th grade story. Actually, it's embarrassing.
Okay, so-
go on,
Keep
go
going.
on.
So like it took me forever, and then I looked at my one friend, and I was like, "You're my only friend."
And you went, "I love you," and you kissed him.
He was like, "Yeah."
He wasn't your friend anymore.
And then I left Connorsville.
You kissed him, but he wasn't your friend anymore.
I left Connorsville, and I came over to Richmond, and it was like night and day, man. But I just remember, I'm trying to think about it. I'm like, I never had any friends all in elementary school. Like, I don't have any friends to like hit up and be like, "Hey, how's it been?"
My childhood was way different. Like when I was spawned into the world, I was given 2 friends. Jacob Newland, whose
And Jesus.
who's big beard guy now. He's Jeebus, and well,
Yes.
Jeebus counts, but he wasn't. He didn't hang out as much.
Yeah.
Jarrett Hayden, who also became a beefcake. See, my thing is, a lot of people through high school, they kind of glow up. Like, even EP kind of glowed up. I never did. I just was cryogenically frozen and just kind of like aged like a fine wine. It's
Kept
kind of
wearing
bad.
the-
Like, there's
they
like, if
kept
you look
wearing
at
the
most
vests
people's
and
pictures, like at
collars.
grad parties and stuff, you're like, oh, there's an evolution. And then me, it's like, I turn like about a certain size around like my 8th grade year, and then my face just starts getting thinner, and I just start looking worse. Like, oh my god, that
Wait, isn't
child
that
is so
like a-
tired. Oh.
Wait, isn't that a bit from? Ah, shoot.
John Mulaney.
Yeah, John Mulaney says
Yeah,
that. He's like,
John Mulaney bit.
well, yeah. There's 2 versions of that bit actually, but yeah, that's essentially what happened to me. I just got to a certain age, and then the thing that's having new development with me aging. The new thing that I'm having to deal with now is facial hair coming in really fast. Because I used to, when I was a little baby boy, I'd just go, ha, get an electric razor, buzz my peach fuzz off, and I'd deal with it for like 2 weeks, and then it comes back. Then, around probably, I think it was my junior year, I just started dealing with it more. Cut to the end of my senior year, I had to shave once a week. I'm like, that's not a big deal. About a month ago, I have to shave twice a week. It got so annoying. So I bailed, because I had a goatee for a while. I bailed on it, shaved all of it, and now I just have a little bit of, like, sandpaper.
Nice.
I just have sandpaper on my face now. I don't want to deal with it.
You
Because
can't
every time I
talk.
shave, my skin gets really
Yeah.
bad, so...
I actually shaved mine off recently. I had a big old Jubilee beard.
Yeah, well, Eric saw the episode, so he knows. You had a big ol', like, Tevye.
I was like, who is this handsome man in this episode?
Who is this handsome man?
Mm-hmm.
He looks good.
Marge.
Marge.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Anybody have anything else to say about childhood before I close out with their story?
It's not what it's chalked up to be.
Yeah, nothing
What, childhood? Childhood's awesome, dude.
It's
It really isn't. I look back at my childhood, and I used to play Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and those were
Wait, so it's
Some
kind of
of the really
unanimous
looking-
then, because when we talked about childhood in the last podcast, when I was with MNEP, we were like, we all kind of agreed that you look at certain memories and certain like sensations and feelings, you're like, oh, that was good, and then like you have specific times where you're like, my childhood was a dumpster fire.
yeah, really. But you can just say that about life. There's
Well, yeah, that's true
times when
too,
it's,
but especially when I was a kid.
that's nostalgia.
That's nostalgia for you. Anyway, story time. EP probably has never known this. I remember writing about this in my diary. When I was a little baby twink, I had a diary and I used to write in it all the time. So I used to write angsty stuff about cute girls. So story time.
I went to Journeys, but they're out of skate
She would
decks.
never like me.
I went to Journeys and they were
nice.
out of sex appeal, so I had to go to somewhere else. Anyway, be me, 12 years old. It's winter time. It's before winter break. We had a party at the end of the 9
Secret
weeks.
test.
And in 6th grade, when you have like a 9-week party, you go around and stuff. So I remember one day, trying to think of the specifics, because I might be getting 2 instances confused. But I think we went to see a movie in the auditorium. And
What?
Oh, EP, don't you ruin the story. Don't you
I'm
ruin the
sure.
story. Don't you ruin the
What?
story. This story's
I'm not ruining anything.
it's monumental.
He gets him
Anyway,
in the butt. Dog dies.
I was a little sick. I had a little bit of the grumblies that day.
I know that. I know what's happening.
And everybody takes a gamble. A man takes a gamble. This is a Zach Hadel quote. A gamble every man takes all the time, where they fart and they go, "Is it a fart?
No.
Is it not a fart?"
Is that fart?
12-year-old me took that gamble quite a lot that day, and I got snake eyes, my friend.
You rolled snake.
I rolled snake eyes.
Oh no!
So I made browno in my pano, and I panicked, and so I didn't tell anybody about it. So like I come back to the auditorium with EP with stainy butt, and it was so funny because like I had to keep
You were
distracting
in
from my
Browntown.
stank. Like EP's like, something smells. I'm like, that's weird. Yeah, I think I farted back there or like something. And like, I had to keep like distracting from it. So then like I get back to because we were in a different building. I get back to the 6th grade building and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get out of these panty wannies and tell somebody. So I go to my teacher and I'm like, hey, He's like, what do you want? And I'm like, yeah,
Hey, what do you want?
I was like, hey, I kind of like shit my pants. And he's like, oh no. Oh no. But he misheard me because I said poop. I was like, I pooped my pants. And he misheard me and he's like, did you say you peed your pants? I'm like, no, the other one. And he's like, oh. So he's like, get. And I'm like, okay. So I went over to the other building and I went to the nurse and I'm like, I crap myself. And she's like, you peed yourself? And I'm like, no. Why is everyone getting confused?
They're wishfully thinking.
Yeah, they're like best case scenario, you whizzed. And I'm like, I didn't.
Yeah.
So, plot thickens.
You're like, I pooped myself. I pooped myself. You're like, you peed yourself? What?
Plot thickens.
Excrement.
So then I go in the bathroom, I clean myself up, and I change, and they give me the freaking like I don't want to name. I don't want to name the company, but like the social work to the blank social work free clothing for kids who get all dirty wordy. So I get my clothes on. I get new clothes on, and I'm like, well, what should I do? And they're like, well, we're gonna call your mother. She can get you. So I went home, and I didn't have to be there the rest of the day.
Why did you go home?
But it was like winter break because I was crapping myself, Eric.
I was like, wait,
I
okay.
want to go home if I was crying.
Yeah, no, I was so embarrassed that I went home, and I didn't tell anybody about it. Like,
if I peed myself, I went through the rest of the day knowing fully well that I peed myself with a new pair of clothes.
yeah, but it's different when you're like a semi-adult. Like, I was like a subhuman. Like, when I like crap myself, like something primal like broke, and I was like, I have to exit this place. like when being me, I was such a nervous, like antsy kid. And I'm still kind of a nervous person, but I was kind of a nervous, like anxious kid. Like, I contemplated like booking it. Like when we went between buildings, just like running for the hills and like getting rid of my old underwear, like burying them in the ground like a dog. Like I was like trying to find ways to like fix the situation. So that was the best bet. I was like, I'll tell the authorities, and they'll get my old man pants out of here.
That was happened to me, except I got a bloody nose and I got some blood on my shirt.
Oh, it's awful. Well, yeah, but that's better because you didn't get sent home.
It's so much better, but like it's really dumb that they have to make you change shirts if that happens.
And it's more of
in
a
case you have AIDS.
yeah, it's more of a PR thing. It's like we don't want bloody kids walking around the school.
Yeah, they don't want the AIDS on the
No, but imagine like you're the superintendent and you come in to check how everything is, and there's a kid with a completely blood-stained shirt and face.
It's like dipped in red.
Yeah, it's like if I were a teacher, I want my kid to clean themselves up, dude. I would not want to like principal
if I was
comes
teacher,
in.
I'd kill the kid.
Hey kid,
the only
why are you bleeding
solution.
everywhere?
What you doing?
Why are you bleeding on the floor?
Get it?
Yeah, but that's my poopo story. Haha.
I'm trying to think of a teacher just
When
screaming
I was
at
a
a
kid, I pooped my pants. Also,
who was nose bleeding and was like, "Stop!"
you know what's creepy?
And it stopped.
So my dad's a teacher. I've grown up with teachers and know a lot about teachers. The creepiest thing I think a teacher does, adults do it, but teachers do it better. When they'll explode on somebody and then snap back like it never happened. That's the scariest
Oh my
thing.
gosh.
Like when they're like, Devin, I will kill you and your mother will wish you were never born. And then they pause for a second and they're like, anyway, Charles Darwin.
George Washington.
And I'm like, what the? Did you see that?
Or like your mom just totally verbally just beats your ass.
Yeah, well, no, but I don't get the
And then she
snapping
like gets on
back.
the phone and talks to her sister or something. She's like, "Oh hey, what's up?"
No, that's one of my pet peeves as a kid is when my mom would get really pissed off at me and then just like be really rude and then do the phone thing, be like, haha, sorry, my son was just being a silly boy. You're so silly. And looking at me like, go die.
While she's saying that or something.
Yeah, she'd bat me upside the head with a rolling pin. What a silly kid. What a silly kid.
He's a
Silly
special
boy.
child.
And they're like, Holly, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just taking my son to the hospital because he's an idiot. He's such a dumb boy.
Or what's should the podcast be coming to a close?
It's
then?
very close.
All right. To end the podcast, let's ask what our least favorite YouTube ad is.
Best birthday ever! Have you seen that? It's a Sprint ad, I think. They're like, hey lady, hey auntie, how's your Sprint? And she go, best birthday ever! And she goes, it's okay, I guess. And she goes, not much. Ugh, it makes me want to tear my eyeballs out.
I really dislike the one that's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's like,
Yeah.
car insurance is fundamentally broken. Here's why.
The other one I keep getting ever since I got the
Talks
Mac,
about-
they realize that Macs have like no space, so it's like this Mac cleaner thing. And what's funny is it's always like this ukulele, like dun 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 dun.
Oh, like a Kickstarter video or something?
And the guy's like, oh, my Mac, runs program. Oh, my Mac has room now, great. And that's like the whole ad. So lame.
I just like the Facebook ones because I'm like, I don't use Facebook.
Yeah,
Why
I
are
hate
you
those
doing
ads
that?
too. Well, it's
I hate the political ones.
yeah, well, they're like
Personally.
vote for blank blankly. Okay.
Oh, no, not that.
Like,
I'm talking about the
blankly.
ones from Vox.
Have you
I'm
seen
talking about
the
the
one?
ones from like Vox. That's like 30 minutes long. I don't know if you've gotten this,
What
but it's
the-
like about gun control, and it's 30 minutes long, and it's an ad.
Dude.
And I'm like, I have 5 seconds to skip this. You're not going to convince me on this issue in 5 seconds. It's not going to happen.
That's true.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh, I saw
I'm
one
trying
that
to
was like a-
watch funny Vine compilations.
Ew.
and
Okay.
You're over here.
This might be, before we close out, this might be an unpopular opinion. I don't care. Vine compilations are cancer. I don't care what you say. Vine comps are the borderline, like, comfort food.
Hey, what
Trashiness
about,
of YouTube.
What about
Meme
the,
comps?
What about the if you laugh you lose?
Those are
videos?
just as bad. They're literally the same thing in my eyes.
Those are my favorite videos. Don't you ever diss them?
If you enjoy it, that's okay. I enjoy the experience of it. I just don't like when people are like, "Oh, we're at a
You can
party, all
start
hanging
Reddit
out." You know what we should
instead,
do? We should not talk to each other and watch a Vine compilation for 6
Yeah,
hours.
I don't like that.
I'm like,
Vine compilations.
What?
Vine
I've seen all
compilations
these
are like
before.
potato chips.
I've never
But
been
here's
to
the
that.
potato
important
chips on
videos. I'm kind of getting stale on important videos.
important videos is okay.
I think it's a great curation, but I don't think I've needed to watch it as many times as I have.
I just like some of the ones that like. What I love about important videos is like they're these vignettes that just make you ask more questions,
Yes,
and I think that's
don't
better.
answer them.
I think
Yeah,
that's better that way. There's one of my favorite videos too. I might have to link to it in the description, but it's like a guy and he's painting and he screams at the canvas while he does it. This
Yeah.
Japanese guy, he goes, ah! And when he lifts up, he stops. Ah! It's like this guttural, like children dying scream, and he just does it.
the man yells at egg. Man yells meow
Meow!
at egg.
Turkish man yells meow at egg.
Meow.
Meow! That's one of my faves.
Meow.
Okay. Before we close out, what happened? What Teletubby would you be? I got dibs on Poe. He's red and tiny.
Tiki Wiki.
I want to be the sun.
Ew. Your big bearded face, but you have a bald head.
I'll be either of them because they're 6'9". Have you seen that meme?
Yeah.
They're 6'9".
They're all giant.
Well, it's gotta be. They're like mascot
Except
costumes,
Tinky Winky's like tiny. One of them's like really small. That might be Poe. Poe's yellow, actually.
All right, guys.
Tinky Winky. Lipsy. La la. Oh. Teletubbies.
Ew. He died. Is it unfriended now?
They're back.
Eric just turned the lights off. Ew.
Eric is
Hi.
back.
You gross. Okay, everyone start signing off.
All
All
right.
right. This is Lou Sheridan clocking out.
Yeah.
Eric, what are you gonna say, baby?
Strike one. I think he left already.
I think he died.
I still see his forehead.
I see his teeth. Anyway, this was the On the Weekly Podcast, episode 2, whatever number. I'll talk to you guys later. Check the description for funny links to Turkish people screaming at stuff.
Also, the Luke and Eric show. See you guys. Love you.
Ah!